Coming up on the lakefront, a confirmed case of the Zika virus in San Antonio, the results from the Iowa caucus, and ongoing water issues in Flint, Michigan. Stay tuned. Hi, welcome to Lakefront. I'm Jessica Ortiz. The San Antonio Metropolitan Health District confirmed the first case of the Zika virus in Bexar County on Monday. Though the individual has since recovered, the virus is said to have been contracted from a recent trip to an infected area. Metro Health is investigating more possible infections. The Zika virus continues to affect the lives of many individuals around the world. The virus is spread primarily through mosquitoes and can be passed through pregnant women to their unborn child, which can lead to serious birth defects. The CDC advises people to stay protected with bug spray, wear long-sleeve shirts and pants, and sleep in air-conditioned rooms. The Iowa caucus was held on Monday in what ended up being a very close race. Senator Ted Cruz won over Donald Trump on the Republican side, while Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders were locked in for a tie on the Democratic side. Cruz received great support from religious and social conservatives, which helped him overcome Trump's massive political rallies.
Tonight, thanks to the incredible hard work of everyone gathered here, of courageous conservatives across this state, we together earned the votes of 48,608 Iowans.
Clinton eventually beat Sanders, winning 49.9% of the votes, while he had 49.6%. The Democratic caucuses in Iowa were so close that more than a dozen were awarded based on coin flips. Residents of the impoverished city of Flint pay some of the highest water bills in Michigan. Water bills are still being sent out to residents even after the state and local officials acknowledge that the water is unsafe to drink without filtering.
To make somebody pay for something like that is a great form of injustice.
We're still receiving bills for tainted water. It's ridiculous. Not only are we receiving bills, our bills have gone up. The average now is around $200 a month for tainted water, and it needs to stop.
The Michigan Senate approved $30 million in state spending to help pay for the water bills of Flint residents. 2 Virginia Tech students were taken into custody on Sunday and charged with the killing of a 13-year-old girl. Police say that the 18-year-old David Eisenhower abducted and killed 13-year-old Nicole Lovell, whose remains were found 90 miles from her home. Police charged 19-year-old Natalie Keepers, a sophomore at Virginia Tech, for helping to dispose of the body. Lovell has been missing since Wednesday. Prosecutors say that Lovell's death was premeditated. Maurice White, legendary performer and founder of the soul group Earth, Wind & Fire, died of Parkinson's disease, which he had been diagnosed with in the early 90s. Fans and celebrities took social media to honor the singer. He was 74 years old. Video of a young sea lion in a tourist shop went viral this week. Shoppers at the La Jolla Cave shop in San Diego, California, were surprised to see the sea lion animal, who somehow managed to climb 145 steps to get into the store before closing time. The sea lion was in the store for about 10 minutes before the store employee finally lured him out with some salmon. Last week, Mattel unveiled a new line of Barbie dolls. The dolls come in a variety of body figures, hairstyles, and skin tones, all aimed for promoting the diversity of women. Barbie has been a subject to criticism for the years due to the unrealistic standards of beauty some feel she represents. Since Mattel is making an effort to show more diversity in their dolls, reporter Chancellor Makanjuala asked students for their opinion about the Barbies.
Hi, I'm Chancellor Makanjuala, and I'm here asking students their opinions about the new Barbie doll line.
So
Mattel just released, like this was last week, they released their new line of Barbies and they come in different shades and different sizes, and all to promote diversity for like young girls to be able to play with dolls. And I just want to know, do you think that, what's your opinion about it? Do you think it's a good thing that they're now showing diversity among dolls? And here is a picture of what they look like.
Okay, awesome. In my opinion, I think it's great for like these kids, like this upcoming generation, because I think social media has to do like a lot with like them seeing what image they should look like. And I think that if they like the plus sizes and the different shades, that makes them feel more comfortable about who they are and how they were born, and like they don't need to change for like anyone or anything. So I think it's finally Barbie got it together and like, you know, actually is promoting different like diversities and such, instead of just like being a Caucasian, skinny, like perfect female blonde, you know.
I honestly think it's really amazing what they're doing. They're really being diverse, and I think it'll bring out like a lot of girls how they are. I think that'll like express their inner beauty now. I don't know, it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty amazing that they're doing that now.
I think that it really promotes a positive message to young girls. It tells them that there is no one way to be pretty, that there are multiple ways, and that you should be happy with your own body type.
I think it's fantastic. You know, I love the fact that they're adding diversity, and I'm all for the change because not every person looks the same, even if they're like the classic white person, you know, the normal beauty. It's even hard because of size and shape, and having them all one shape and size just projects this idea that women have to be all just one shape and size. And so it's great the fact that they're doing different body types, and they're also doing different colors because my younger sister, she's half black, half white, and so there are not as many Barbie dolls that were her color growing up, so it's great.
Before, I think they were just all white and thin, at least most of them were. But yeah, it's actually good to see that they're actually kind of targeting like the way real women look, because I think girls might feel better about themselves if, hey, this doll looks like me, as opposed to, hey, this doll is white, size 0, so I should look like that. Now they can say, well, this doll is pretty and she looks just like me, so it's probably a good thing, I think.
I played with Barbies and I'm just like, do I need to be blonde to like, you know, look like this? And it's just like, oh no, I'm fine the way I am. Insecurities don't matter. So yeah, that's good.
Thank you so much.
The 2016 San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo kicks off February 11th through the 28th. Established in 1949, the Stock Show and Rodeo has become one of the largest and most prestigious events in the city. The rodeo is expected to gather 1.6 million visitors this year. Opening day is set for February 11th, with the free opening day ground passes at participating H-E-B stores and Chick-fil-A locations. This year's entertainers include Hunter Hayes, Pitbull, Toby Keith, Billy Currington, Brad Paisley, and many more. Meat Week is underway. It is a series of carnivorous events throughout the San Antonio, where you can mingle with fellow meat lovers and support local businesses. This week-long event kicked off Sunday and runs through February 7th. The celebration features a meat crawl where meat-eating friends gather at different locations around the city to see what new offerings established meat vendors have in stores. Are you a big tipper when you go out to eat? If you are in the minority of San Antonio tippers. According to a recent survey, San Antonians are the worst in the country when it comes to tipping servers at restaurants. Local tip an average of 17.1%, which is nearly 2 percentage points behind the national average of 18.9%. Starbucks has added a new special beverage sections to their menu. 8 Starbucks locations here in San Antonio are now offering wine and beer for customers to enjoy. Among the other items added to the menu are California Reds, tapas-style food, and local craft beer. The items will be served after 2 p.m. on weekends and weekdays. Yuvette Benavidez, an English professor here at Ollu, recently received a prestigious award for her literary artwork. Reporter Chancellor Maconjuala has more on the story.
Yuvette Benavidez is an English professor at Ollu and a published author. She recently received the Culture and Creative Development Award for Literary Arts from the Artists Foundation of San Antonio.
Well, to be honest, I was a little bit in shock. So on Tuesday nights, my husband and I typically go out and help the chow train feed the homeless. So when my phone rang, and it was really late at night. I hadn't expected that it would be a phone call about that. I sort of assumed that that might be during business hours. Mm-hmm. But then when she told me that I was the recipient, I think I was still a little bit sort of incredulous, like, oh, okay, so it took a little while. It took a couple of days for it to sink in and for me to feel like, wow, that's pretty cool.
The award is a grant which recognizes the artistic talents of individuals and gives recipients the opportunity to start new projects or complete one that is already in progress.
I'm always looking for a home for my creative writing. So the writers around here will tell you too. We have our graduate students and our faculty who publish. We're always thinking about ideal placements for our stories or our poetry. And I thought, well, this is a way to get more motivated about sending my work out and sharing it.
Benavidez will be using her award to work on Pobrecito, Texas, a novel and stories about life on the U.S.-Mexico border.
My stories are a little bit dark, and the idea of pobrecito is, it's a very loaded word. Sometimes people say that word in a pitiable way, like they pity someone, so they'll say, ay, pobrecito, like poor thing. And sometimes it's said with true sympathy, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's sort of like blowing somebody off, right? Like, ah, pobrecito, like too bad for him. He's such a poor thing. So in a real way, I wanted to take that word back and give it a different meaning. I mean, it will always have those connotations, but I wanted to have my characters in this particular place who are struggling with poverty and problems with socioeconomics and education and love and death and illness and other things, to sort of take that word back, not in a triumphant way, not in a like, and they lived happily ever after kind of a way, but in a way that is real, you know. And in short fiction, all the stories are about loss. All the characters are lost, or they've lost something, or they're searching for something, or they're on a quest, or they don't even know what's missing, but there's a void. So the idea of the pobrecito, for me, takes on another dimension of not only do they have this lot in life that all human beings do, but then on top of it is to be sort of this marginalized citizen of the country, of the world, really relegated to this kind of second or third class status. But I thought, well, first of all, I want to share those stories. Those stories are worth telling. Everybody has a story. Everybody deserves to have their story documented in some way. But then also to sort of take that word back and say, I'm not going to be the pitiable person or the pitiful person, but to sort of take that word back and say, yes, I'm a pobrecito, and look at me. I managed to deal with those conflicts and those situations like anybody else.
Professor Benavidez has also been accepted to the Yale Writers' Conference, which will take place in June of this summer, where she will continue to work on Pobrecito, Texas. Reporting for the Lakefront, I'm Chancellor Macanjuola.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and you know what that means. You get to spend money you don't have for your significant other. Well, that's no problem, because the Cheer Squad on campus is having a Valentine's Day raffle. Tickets are $5 for a chance to win $50 gift card to Landry Seafood and a cuddle kit. If you would like to purchase a ticket, just contact the Cheer Squad at cheersquad@olusa.edu. Ollu hosted its traditional Club Rush last week. This is an event where all recognized organizations come together to recruit new members. Reporter Danae asked a few student leaders what their organizations are all about.
We're here at the traditional Club Rush asking a few different booths what their organizations are about.
So we're Kappa Delta Chi sorority. We're service-based, so we do a lot of community service. Our values are unity, honesty, integrity, and leadership. You can find out more about us on our Instagram, KDChi_Ollu.
And basically what we do, we organize orientation that the incoming class has, and any of the mosses next semester, we're going to be organizing those as well. and along with the life program that we have, which is just for first semester freshmen to help them transition from high school to college.
What Halo is higher achievement through leadership opportunities, and what we do is we put on events for the entire school that help gain and learn leadership skills, and they're also fun events that people can go and have fun and not realize that they're actually learning leadership skills.
Basically, we just started up this organization last semester, 2015, with the previous president, Julie. We're kind of just taking over, kind of building upon what she hoped to do here at the community for Ollu. The idea is just to educate the people more on eco-friendly stuff, what we can do to help better the community, the better our students, as well as anything else in the future that we feel that is a little bit off and want to fix.
This is Sigma Theta Epsilon National Christian Fraternity. Our three, we're a religious-based service fraternity. So our goal out there is to go out into the community and serve the community.
I'm with the University Ministry, and we are here asking people about if they want to help out with Mass, if they want to go on Awakening, which is our biggest retreat on campus, if they are interested in being a college mentor in the summer for Encuentro, which is kind of like a theological institute for high school students, and they'll be coming to Ollu. So we're asking for applications from Ollu students to be college mentors.
So MEA is all our groups, music groups here on campus. We got pep band, mariachi, lake effect, choir, orchestra. Orchestras. We have an orchestra at Trinity University. If you want to learn how to play piano, we got instruction. If you want to just learn it instead of singing in your bathtub, you can sing it here on choir.
What we do is we offer mentoring services to children between the ages of 5 and 17, not only in San Antonio, but all of South Texas. So we have Corpus Christi, New Braunfels, McAllen, and pretty much we serve the youth who, need a positive role model in their lives. So we offer those mentoring services to those children and letting them know that they are important, they can have a bright future, and we have those volunteers, so anybody can be involved. Our volunteers just have to be, over 18 and out of high school, have a valid driver's license, a valid insurance, and then you can just contact us online and we can go ahead and give them more information.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That is all for this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.